He became a regular visitor. He never bought books but listened as she read. His voice was like poetry when he finally spoke of the past, of lost loves, of nights stretched too long. She laughed at his old-fashioned manners, teased him about his aversion to sunlight. Then one evening, he kissed her, and the taste of his lips was winter and longing.
I should not love you, but I do.
She didn't understand his sadness until she saw his secret, his reflection absent in the bookstore's glass, his hand cold as marble.
Yes.
Fear didn't grip her. Instead, love did. The first time Elise saw him, he stood beneath the old street lamp outside her bookstore, untouched by the winter's cold. His name was Damien, and his eyes held centuries of sorrow. He never entered, never spoke, just watched. Until one night, she stepped outside.
You're waiting for someone?
Not anymore.
They spoke few words, but they lingered like the scent of rain on dry earth. But love, when it touches something eternal, always comes at a cost. Damien had tasted this pain before. Long ago, he had dared to love a mortal. He had watched her fade like a flame in the wind, unable to intervene. That memory haunted him through centuries.
I can't lose you.
The fear returned. One morning, she collapsed among the aisles of her bookstore. A scan, a diagnosis, and suddenly the air between them was made of silence. The doctors spoke gently, but their words were sharp and final. A rare, aggressive illness. Months, maybe weeks.
I'll be all right.
But it never reached her eyes after that. Damien sat at her side, night after night, unable to stop the withering of the only light that had ever pulled him out of his eternal gloom. He brought her flowers that never wilted, read her books with shaking voice, whispered promises he couldn't keep. One night, kneeling by her bedside.
I can make it stop. I can make the pain go away. You don't have to fade.
No, not like this. Not in fear. I want to choose it, not run from death like a coward. I want to live forever for love, not because I was afraid to die.
Damien broke. He hadn't cried in over a century, but that night, his tears stained her sheets.
I don't want to lose you.
You already did. But if you wait just a little longer, I'll come back to you.
As her final days melted into hours, and her voice became nothing but a breath, Elise looked at him through a fog of pain and whispered,
Now, my love.
The room was silent except for the slow, fading rhythm of Elise's heartbeat. Each breath she took was a struggle, shallow and fragile. Her fingers, once warm and full of life, had gone cold in Damon's grasp.
I'm here. I won't let you go.
He had waited too long. Panic clawed at his chest. With shaking hands, he pulled her into his arms. Her head lolled against his shoulder, her breath feather light against his skin.
I'm here. I won't let you go.
His fangs slid into her throat, piercing delicate skin. The taste of her blood flooded his mouth, sweet, warm, fading. He drank, each drop carrying the essence of who she was, the life she had lived. Then, silence. A single, endless moment.
Come back to me.
He bit his wrist, forcing his own blood to spill, and pressed it to her lips.
Drink, Elise.
Nothing.
No.
Then, a single gasp, a violent, shuddering inhale. Elise convulsed in his arms. Her body arched, her veins turning black as Damon's blood fought against death itself. Her eyes snapped open, wild, glowing crimson, filled with hunger.
It's burning.
I know, just a little longer.
Tears streaked down her cheeks, but her hands clung to him, refusing to let go. The agony was unbearable, death and rebirth colliding in fire and ice. But beneath it all, beneath the torment, was his voice.
I'm here.
She clung to that voice, to the love in it, to the promise it carried. And then, finally, the pain faded. The fire settled into a slow, eternal hunger. Her heart, once silent, beat again, not with mortality, but with something new, something endless. Damien cupped her face, brushing away a single crimson tear.
Elise.
She looked up at him, her eyes no longer those of a dying woman, but of something eternal. She took his hand, pressing his palm to her still chest.
I'm here.
Outside, beneath the same street lamp, where their story began, two shadows walked together, never alone again.